Hey everyone. So I am making a storytelling about, it's going to be a two-part story. The first part, this part, is going to be about kind of like the update of what's going on for us. And then the next part is going to be the story of what recently happened. We were basically held at gunpoint in our front yard. So stay tuned for that part too if you want to hear all of the crazy details. So leading up to this, and I'm a verbal processor. I cannot process unless I just tell the stories. I know that that's not everyone's style, but it's how I do it. And I like being able to share. And I have to also give you a heads up and apology because I am moving. And right now I'll give you a little glimpse. We have the baby playing. She's busy with the picture frames. And then we've got, I'm packing up my books and my bookcases, and there are books and boxes all around me. The house is in a complete disaster. We're crying, baby. And we might have a baby that loses it before too long because she's not taking a nap today. So, backing up, 2 years ago, we got married, almost exactly 2 years ago. And whenever we found this home, it was kind of a God thing. I went, sorry for the tape, I'm going to do it a couple more times. I know it's loud. Stand by. Do you hear that loud tape, Curries? This is what it's like to move. Tape. All right. Where are my boxes? Oh. So whenever we moved here, I was real nervous. I'd been single my whole life. We got married late. And I guess I was kind of like, I've never had to share. Quit crying. I've never had to share, and I wanted enough space in our home. We also run a business, so I wanted office space. We love to entertain, so we were looking at a 4 or 5 bedroom home with a large backyard because we have animals and we love to be outside. And we needed a lot of storage because we were combining 2 independent adult lives, if that makes sense. We had fully furnished homes. We had lived our lives separate and apart. And so we're combining 2 households into one home. And, just for sentimental reasons, I was not ready to let go. And because I had lived by myself for so long and for so many years, I just wasn't at a place in my character and my heart where I was ready to live in a small space with my brand new husband. So, to each their own, but that's just how I am. And I'm glad that we were able to find this home. It had every feature that we wanted for the price that we wanted. In addition to, I had some secrets between me and God where I said, above and beyond, I'd love to have a waterfall in the house. And there's a waterfall in the backyard. And I said, I would love to have a fire pit. There are 2 fire pits in our backyard. And we use that fire pit all the time. We are always outside using it. So it's being put to good use. It's been such a gift to us. The yard is a little different, but it's been wonderful. And we have 2 refrigerators. The house came with 2 refrigerators, which is kind of silly, but it's also really nice because we can differentiate between our food and stuff. I know that's so extra, but it's been perfect for our first home. So I know it's opposite. Now we're downsizing. We're gonna live like close together and have just one refrigerator. How do people do it? So we are downsizing significantly, and here's why. When we moved in, I said to our friend and landlord who owns the home, hey, we love the house. We want to move in. You're being extremely generous with us with the proposed rental rate. However, I do not want to have my first baby and be breastfeeding and be told in the middle of winter that you want us to move out. And he said, no, I will never do that. I want this house forever. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to use it for like hosting people and missionaries after you guys move out. The house is meant to be a blessing. And he was extremely generous. He let us paint different rooms. He let us remodel the master bathroom. He let us pick the tile and everything. So huge gifts. Like, it was really a pretty unique gift in giving us all of these, you know, options and things whenever we're moving in. And we had a great rental rate that we were very happy with. And we're able to run our business out of our home. Like, there's just a lot to it that we're just like, we love this home. So it's not a home that we would want to buy, though. It's in a subdivision, and we've always dreamed of having land. It's just kind of, you know, not in the location. So it's perfect for renting, but we had never had intentions of buying it, but we did tell him, hey, if anything weird happens, we want you to come to us first. Here goes some tape. So that we can at least have the option of buying a house. And he said, sure. Well, this summer, 1 month after having our baby, he came to us and said he's selling the house. I don't want to share his business online, but essentially, he has a deal where he's got to sell the house in order to get a huge tax write-off. So he has a deadline that he has to sell the house by. He said he wants it to be a blessing. He offered it to us at a very generous offer. And because we do not want to move so badly, we were not in a position to buy. We had to do like significant credit repair. We had to iron out a number of different tax related issues that we were on course to fix and correct, but we thought that we were going to have like a year or two to fix all of this stuff. And we did not intend to do it 1 month after having a baby, becoming new parents, a year after getting married. Like, we thought, okay, we'll do this over the next few years so that we can be in position by the time that we finish having children, we will be in a very comfortable position to purchase our dream home. And then we can find something with land. We can take our time, get on the radar for a while, and then just have choice rather than be in a position where we have to buy something just to find somewhere to live. So that's kind of the backstory. As to why we are moving and why we are having to find a new home. We have been working since the 1st of July, and I kid you not when I say the time commitment it has taken to kind of prepare everything financially, tax-wise. I mean, just in the last month, I've spent 70 or 80 hours on the phone with the IRS. With a baby and very little childcare. Brandon's even taken off work a couple of days so that I can make these calls. So it's been, to say that it's been stressful is a significant understatement. It has been unbelievably stressful. There have been many nights that I've been up till like 1 or 2 a.m. sorting things out. We had a bookkeeper a year ago who messed up our books, like to the point where other bookkeepers did not know how to fix it. And it ended up costing thousands of dollars to fix the books. We were able to get like a refund from the original bookkeeper, but that's another story in and of itself. And then recently, yeah. So I'm only just now 9 months postpartum, really feeling like I'm getting used to being a mom and feeling like getting out again and feeling kind of, more and more like myself physically. I used to be very active. Oh, baby girl. So, only just recently we have finally fixed our books and our taxes and got to a position where we can buy a home. We did miss the deadline for this home by 1 day. So, and by that point, and by all the back and forth, because our landlord has gone back and forth on us several times where it was, hey, I'm actually not going to be selling the house. I'm just going to keep it and take the tax hit. And then it's, no, I am selling the house. No, I'm going to let you guys lease it for a year. By the way, I have, your real estate. The girl who we were going to have as our real estate agent, she's going to buy the house. So, it's been back and forth like that. And it's been very frustrating. And as a result, we kind of got to the point where we're like, we don't even want this house. Like, we don't want to deal with it. We do not want, the back and forth. It's left such a bad taste in our mouths, that we've decided it's better to just move, than to continue to remain in this frustrating situation and to not be able to really trust or depend on some of the statements and words that have been spoken, if that makes sense. Oh, it's so sweet. I'm tired. She's very tired. I'm about to be done. And then we're going to do a nap, and then I'll tell the second part of my story. So, I'm going to rock you like a little baby. Yeah. Do you want me to rock you like a little baby? Yeah. So, long story short, we got qualified like a day in. The last 3 or 4 weeks, I've spent over 50 hours on the phone with the IRS. And that is no fun. Like, I'm talking 7+ hour phone calls where you're on hold for 2 or 3 hours, where, it's back and forth. They give you information that you have to collect, like, gather the last 3 months of receipts and fax them into us. Oh, actually, we need these receipts. We need you to print off your bank statements and highlight it and categorize it and add up the totals and then average them out. And it's like, okay, so that's another 5 hours in the evening that I'm spending, like, sorting through all of this. Only to call them back and find out that we need to submit different information. So that's kind of how it's been all month long. Hey. Yeah, I got you. So, in the middle of all of that, we both got sick. And then, while being sick and dealing with all of this, I don't have childcare, so it's just me and Crease, just like this. Like, you can see why it's hard to get stuff done. So, no childcare, we're both sick. And then my car goes out, and it dies. And that is where I'm going to leave off, and I'm going to tell a part 2 story about my car and what happened after I try to get this little baby down for a nap. Talk to you later.